welcome. Your saltwater guide, Captain Dave Hansen, with my good buddy Ron. We're hanging out here, and it is Okuma Wednesday. I want to tell y'all that I can't thank Okuma enough for all the support that they gave us and all the great rods and reels we had to fish with up there in Gustavus, Alaska.
Phenomenal.
Oh my gosh. We were using the new Alejo series reels, the 12 size. We were using the Andros. We were using the fives. We had so much fun. Ron and I caught so many fish on the Okuma product. So everybody over there, and then those Fish Labs lures, those ones that look like the mackerel. I can't remember what they were called, but what was that lingcod? That was such a beautiful fish. We posted
The
that.
Mac Attack.
The Mac Attack. That was incredible. We got our good buddy Justin standing by down on his boat too. But gang, I want to just tell y'all, last night was one of the most spectacular events I've been involved in. War Heroes on Water, season 7 was absolutely incredible. There were so many fish caught, so much love felt in the room. There was about 300 of us in the room last night doing the award ceremony. It was absolutely incredible. My good buddy Ivan got the Legend Award, or excuse me, the Founders Award, Legends Award. Why am I coming up with this crap? And then everybody there had a great dinner and a lot of love, a lot of camaraderie. The War Heroes on Water event was absolutely insane. We had so much fun. I love that event. I love hanging out with the guys. I want to make sure that you all understand how important it is to be involved with War Heroes on Water and Freedom Alliance. And it's a year-long fundraiser. It ended last night, but it's not over by any stretch of the imagination. The number one thing that Anthony Shea told me to talk about, and to talk about it a lot, and talk about it, and talk about it, and talk about it. We need more boats, gang. We drove around Newport Harbor during the parade, and we saw so many boats tied to the dock. It feels almost criminal. You guys should be involved in this. If you own a boat, and the way they're making it now, they're bringing in big boats. So there's the mothership operation, so the smaller boats can get. That we lost the internet. Are we back? Are we live, gang? Are we here? Can you hear us? Can you see us? Anybody at all, please leave a comment. It looked like we lost the internet for a second. I'm not sure why, but check it out. Let me know. Please leave a comment. You're there? Good. Thank you very much. I think Brian was talking to his girlfriend on the phone or something. All right, Jeanette, I hope to see you really soon. Ron and I are getting ready now. I know I haven't even got home yet, and I'm already thinking about our trip to Adolfo's Lopez Mateos. It's going to be so fun. I'm so excited. Ron just got to fish with me up in Alaska. We were just talking about it a few minutes ago. All the great Okuma products we got to use. But, hey, let's bring in our buddy. What are you doing over there, Justin? Are you working on your boat?
Well, hello.
What are you doing?
Getting everything ready for lobster season.
Do you know this guy sitting next to me?
Ron, what's going on?
Justin B.
How are you?
Man, if I had it any better, I'd have to be twins.
There you go with Dave.
We just sat down. You won't even believe this, Justin. We got here at 9:30, and we knocked out 30 plus videos, commercials for Promar.
Holy moly, that's a lot. A whole lot. I got to get them out here on the boat to do some filming also here soon.
Yeah, you do. Well, you guys had a great trip last week, right?
Yeah, really good. We got I don't even know how many tuna we got. How many did we get? 5?
With those
4?
guys? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, we had a great
tell you all
time.
something though that's super spectacular. We were talking about it at the awards dinner last night. We had Uber Eats at Catalina show up with the most incredible poke bowls. Justin, your buddy that owns PokeCo, doesn't get enough recognition. You need to talk about Anthony, and you need to tell everybody how spectacular. Because my vets, my war heroes, were blown away. We're in the back of the island at Catalina, and here comes Justin with 2 big bags of poke. brings them up and delivers them to the side of our boat. It was the most incredible thing I've ever seen. And,
Yes.
and we were talking about it at the dinner last night, and the other vets were like, "What? You had Uber Eats show up?" Yeah, at Catalina. That was
Yeah.
pretty cool.
So everyone knows I asked Dave how many guys are going to be on the boat that day. And he said 6 total. So I said, all right. So I talked to Anthony. Anthony said that he wanted to donate from the Pokeco. In case anyone's never been there, the Pokeco is the best poke you've ever tried. I promise. Just go try it. They're all over. There's 10 locations in Southern California. Pretty much every city in Southern California has a Pokeco. And they also have that crack coffee that we call it crack coffee. Ron knows about it. Dave knows about it. It's pretty phenomenal. It keeps you up all night long.
Yeah,
So,
it's the closest Ron and I got to doing any mind-altering things in a long, long time in our lives, and that stuff is
Yeah, that's good lobster coffee.
yeah. So it's really good sushi grade poke.
yes.
Really good. So Dave and I talked, and he said 6 guys total on the boat. Talked to Anthony. Anthony said he wanted to donate to the War Heroes, and if I could, drop it off to David and the War Heroes on water out there while they're fishing. So nonetheless, I got a hold of Dave. In case anyone didn't know, Dave and I were communicating on the water and everything over the weekend. And I brought them poke from the Pokeco, and it was really cool. They all got to have a whole bunch of different varieties of poke from there. So it was really cool. The guys look like they were having a great time. Fishing was a little tough at Catalina. You really have to work at it right now. So Dave, the whole story is Dave. I pulled up to Dave and the guys and Jimmy Decker, and gave him the pokey. We talked for a minute. Also gave him a couple of the War Heroes on water, a couple Ikara jigs from Promar, and Dave's like, "What's going on offshore?" And I said, "Well, Anthony's on the tuna." He's all, "Where?" And I said, "Right here in this area." So Dave packs up and takes off. He takes off offshore, and he calls me about 30 minutes later. "Get out here right now. There's zillions of tuna all over the dang place." And I was all, "Where are you?" And he's all, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I was all, "Oh crap, that's not even far. That's only 8 miles, 10 miles away from me." So I asked the guys on board. It was a Catalina trip. I said, "Hey, you guys want to go try to catch a tuna?" And they said, "Well, how much more will that be?" And I told them, give me $300 more and we'll call it even. They said, "All right, cool." So we packed up and we left. We had a handful of calicos, the biggest calico I've ever seen in my life. I'll post pictures later. Our biggest calico, we got calico bass, bonito, barracuda on the boat. Took off over to where Dave was, and I see Dave out there, and sure as poop, there's a guy following Dave everywhere he goes. You remember that, Dave? That guy was right behind him. So Dave was heading like due south, or at, I don't know, what were we at, 182 or something like that. That's the direction you're heading. I'm all, "Where are you at, Dave?" I called him. He's all, "Well, I'm right here. I'm heading towards these numbers." And I'm all, "I think I see you." And Dave goes, "Are you behind me?" And I said, "I'm way behind you. It looks like there's another boat following you." He's like, "Yeah, this freaking guy's been on me the whole time." And I'm all, "What?" So then finally Dave shakes that guy, and I see Dave, and I go out towards where he is. And long story short, it was a phenomenal day offshore, and it was really close. A lot of bluefin. Dave, I was so excited. I was more excited to see and hear that War Heroes on water caught bluefin with Dave more than anything. I honestly didn't care if my guys caught anything. I was like, I want them to catch it. So I'm going to head out there. And I was hoping that you guys were hooked up to a fish and I could pull up next to you when I was there. That's why I was kind of keeping my distance away from you, hoping you would hook up right there and I could pull up next to you and take pictures and videos of you guys fighting the fish and then go live. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun out there.
Oh, it was so fun. And then to find out that you ended up getting 4 after I left, that definitely made my afternoon. Gang, it's a weird deal right now. That fish is up and down and moving around. I haven't fished. This is the first time I ran a boat since last year. I ran a boat for the War Heroes. So I talked to Justin. I talk to everybody all the time. And I kind of try to put the puzzle together in my head of what they're seeing, but I just didn't quite understand it. And then the other thing is trolling at 13.5 knots is something that I have never done before in my life. It's the weirdest thing you've ever seen. You're trolling around at 13.5 knots. The rods are bent over. We're trolling those big Mad Mac, the big ones, and the rod's bent over double. And then I was explaining to a couple of my buddies at the party last night, when you get bit, you're doing 13.5 knots. All the line leaves the reel in like a split second before you can pull it out of gear. It's the craziest stuff I've ever seen. Just to think that and what an easy, I'll tell you, I've done the kite thing. I've done the double trouble. Nothing compares to finding a big spot of breaking fish all by yourself, and you don't really care if you put them down or not. You just drive right through the middle of them with the Mad Mac, just like Justin told me to do, and you get bit. It's the easiest fish I've ever done. It's so easy. I'm like, there's no way this is gonna work. And I'm driving like Justin. I'm sorry, but I don't know everything. So I listen to everybody. I want to be successful when I go out there. And I was just doing what Justin told me to do. And I'll go to heck if it didn't work, and it worked flawless. I was like, wow, I could really do this as long as it's not my fuel. If it's your fuel, it's a whole different thing, because it's the worst possible speed you can run a boat at, because you're burning the most fuel you could possibly burn driving around at that speed. But boy, is it addicting when you get that first bite. It's the craziest thing. What it does, first of all, is it kills the fish immediately. That thing's dead. And then you just got to wind them in. And the biggest problem is everyone who wants to pick up the rod and jerk the hell out of it, you got this Mad Mac on there that weighs like 3 pounds. So every time you jerk it, you're just making a bigger hole. So like Justin does, and like I've done forever, you just leave the boat in gear. I know all the crybaby superstar fishermen go, oh, you can't leave the boat in gear. Well, we do, and it works flawless, because what does that do? It keeps you from jerking the jig out of the fish's mouth. And Michael the Beak Hurt was giving me crap last night at the party. He goes, you're so commercial. You made those guys leave the rod in the rod holder. And I did. And we just wound those things in minutes. And then we got our 2 fish on the boat. And we didn't need any more. Both the guys caught my veterans caught their very first bluefin. Each of them caught one. They got nowhere to take them. They got nowhere to put them. One of the guys lives in Hawaii. The other one lives in Texas. So they were like, this is enough bluefin. 2 of them. One guy's going to take it back to Texas. Doesn't need any more. It's like, why kill some more? There's no need to kill them. We got our 2. We're done. Yep. We went home. Or we went back to the island and tried to find a calico bass. In the game plans tomorrow, I'm going to talk about that. I have no idea what happened over there, Ron, but you can't catch a bass to save your life. I had live squid. I had live sardines. I had Jimmy Decker, the plastic fisherman extraordinaire. We couldn't buy a calico bass if you threw $1,000 bill in the water. You could not catch one. Then I talked.
Now, Dave, really quick. I know you say that, but I know a really great website. If you just follow the game plans and go to the spots where you can find them.
Oh my
it's called Your Saltwater Guide.
Conditions.
I was ripping my hair out. I didn't understand what all the members were saying, why they couldn't find any current. I went from the east end to the west end and never found a piece of current, and I couldn't even believe that was possible. I thought you guys were all full of crap. I thought you didn't understand what current was, or that you didn't see it. And there was no current. And no, you know what's really weird, Dan? Marlin fishing full speed every day. I got Jimmy Decker, Mr. Marlin, on the boat. We marlin fished for 3 hours, never even saw a damn marlin. No one in the tournament. Jimmy Kingsmill, Team Bad Company, Billy Miyagawa, some of the best marlin fishermen on the planet caught no marlin. So I don't know what happened. They're probably biting wide open today, but for those 3 days of the tournament, there wasn't a marlin to be found anywhere.
I think they moved south with that warm water.
Oh.
Yep, there you go. You're on.
Yeah, I'm back. Justin, if I jump off, just keep it going, because I'm using the Wi-Fi here at Promar, and I think it's hooked to their telephone lines.
Yeah. All right, no problem. But yeah,
So-
I think that marlin moves south with that warm water, that 72-degree water. Because right now, as you've seen, Dave, that water cooled off. As soon as the War Heroes on Water started, that water decided to drop 6 degrees. It was 72, 73, and now it's 66.
And then you were out yesterday again out on that tuna, right? With Rick?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been out the last 5 or 6 days out on the tuna. So that's why a lot of people haven't heard from me. I've been on the water the whole time. But yeah, pretty good. Yesterday was really tough. We still got them. And I seen no action on the water on top. It was more of a, now you gotta, so when we go out for tuna, we always have different game plans, right? And yesterday the game plan was go out, look for foamers, and look for fish on top of the water, so on and so on. Look for birds, look for some kind of live bait. Yesterday, that wasn't the case, at least where I went. I heard further west there was some, but where I was, there was none of that. None of that at all. So we had to think outside of the box, and what did we do? So I started running up and down ridges. If you don't know what that is, go on your Saltwater Guide and look at the game plan for tomorrow. So I started running up and down these ridges, hoping for the best and looking at the water temperatures. And when I seen a couple birds not doing what I wanted them to do, but it was live, we started trolling. And sure enough, we got 1 meter mark on the philometer, the fish finder, 1 meter mark, and that 1 meter mark bit. So we got him.
Nice. Beautiful. That's all you need is one. Rick's got plenty of bluefin to eat now. That's phenomenal.
Yes, yeah.
And what do you got going on? Are you going fishing at all this week?
Well, my phone is on here, so I can't look at my calendar, but I'll be out. Well, there's bad weather. There's bad weather today, bad weather tomorrow. I'll be out on Friday down in Mexico. So I won't be live. I'll be on someone else's boat. On Saturday, I'm going to be live for all of you lobster fishing. First lobster live thing all year for this season. Here we go. So hopefully gets everyone all pumped up.
Catalina or Long Beach?
Catalina. So I plan on, everyone's going to not want to miss this one. I plan on, of course, killing it, but I plan on a 200 lobster day. We'll see if I can do it. 200 lobsters, meaning not 200 keepers, just pulling up 200 lobsters that night. I want to call it by 10 o'clock, maybe sooner, maybe 8:30, 9 o'clock. Hopefully, our first set, I'm setting my standards really high so I could be disappointed while I'm out there. So my first set, I hope to limit out for the entire boat. There'll be 7 of us. And yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. And you all watch it live. But I do have dates available. I am running, I believe it's the 4th, October 4th. I'm running a open party. It's for $700. It's going to be a combination trip. It's bluefin and lobster. So we're going to go out for bluefin first. Yep. It's the first time any of this has ever happened. And we're going to go for bluefin first, and then we're going to go for lobsters afterwards. Hopefully we get bluefin, and then hopefully we get lobsters. We'll be lobstering at Catalina and bluefin offshore. And yeah, $700 per person. I have 2 already on the books for that Friday, I believe it is, the 4th. So if you want to get involved, you can call or text me at 951-703-9442. I do have some lobster dates available for October. If you want, you could just call or text me. I have people literally messaging me now for lobster dates, but call or text me if you want to get on the books and see what dates that you want to go, and I'll let you know if I have it open or not. I can do open party, or you could charter the whole boat. Keep in mind, when I do the open party, so if it's just you, one person, I need to find at least 3 more people to go. So sometimes it doesn't work out, and most of the time it does, but sometimes it doesn't work out, or the date is a different date. So, but we could put it together. We'll do open parties, charters, everything.
And what I would suggest to everybody that's listening and watching, like Ron does give Justin, now they're buddies and they're pals, but in the beginning, Ron just gave you his number and said, whenever you need a fill-in guy, call me. And Ron got to fill in with Pablo, got to fill in with you. He's got to see some incredible things. What a hell of a halibut season you had too.
You broke up there, Dave.
Yeah,
There you go. You're
I
back.
hear you.
You're back.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but like I said, just keep it going if we're not on there. But Ron had the most incredible halibut season this year. Just right. Why don't two of you guys talk about that for a few minutes?
That was on my post the first day out. I called Justin. He was in the game plan. He was explaining where the halibut were, and I called him, and he's like, yeah. He sent me the numbers, and I got there, and he was sitting on the numbers that he sent me. These guys aren't sending you on some wild goose chase. They're sending you to the numbers that they fish. And anyhow, we got out there and just did what we learned. And man, we slayed the halibut right there this year. I don't know, multiple days right next to Justin's boat. I got pictures of Justin catching halibut from our boat. Yeah, just awesome year.
Did you catch any bluefin this year, Ron?
Not yet.
No,
No.
because you've been fishing.
Yeah, but
the island, catching all kinds of stuff, not burning any fuel, right?
Yeah. The one day I called Dave and I'm like, I'm going to Catalina, and he said, okay, let's, it's not like, oh, go do this. It's like, okay, let's look at the weather. Let's look at the wind. Man, you call and you get this amazing education that's like, it's forever, I mean, how long would it take me, just a guy going out, been fishing a few years or whatever, to figure out, well, when the wind's blowing from the southeast, you got to go to this and whatever. And Dave's like, okay, let's look at the wind. It took 5 minutes. He broke it all down. And we got to the spot where you fish the uphill. And by 1 o'clock, I think I called Dave and I was like, I can't catch another fish. I am done.
Yeah, I wish I would have listened to my game plan this weekend. It was brutal. But yeah, Ron.
I kept telling Dave when I was talking to him, he's like, I can't find a freaking calico for the life of me. I was all, go here. He's all, yeah, that's 2.5 hours away. He's like, you can't go there.
Yeah, I'm on the middle of the back side of the island, and Justin's telling me to go over to the front side. I'm like,
he's like, not gonna happen. It was really funny.
Yeah, it was pretty
there you
funny.
Go.
But thank God I didn't go to where you told me to, because I never would have got my PokeCo.
I would have met you over there.
Oh, okay.
Well, hey, I remember I do 75 miles an hour. You've seen it on the live video.
That's right. You do. You're flying all over the place. I want you guys to see something real quick here, and we'll get back to the show.
Hey guys, this is John Bretz with Okuma Fishing Tackle. What we have here is a new Promar Ahi bait feeder series, which will come in a 500 through 8,000 size. So everything from ultralight and ice fishing all the way up to saltwater applications. It's going to have 7 stainless steel ball bearings plus a roller bearing. So again, great for freshwater and saltwater. What we've done this year with the new A series is that we've upgraded these reels with Flight Drive. Flight Drive makes this extremely smooth when you turn the handle, extremely durable, and just gives you a better overall feel while you're fishing all day long. The other big upgrade is the drag system. We've gone from a Japanese felt drag washer system to carbonite. So you have carbon fiber drag washers, which can be great so you can get great drag pressure, but also when you tighten that down, if you happen to leave it compressed, it's not gonna have memory. So it's gonna perform, for many, many years for you. The other nice thing with the Promar Ahi bait feeder is that you have the on-off bait system. So when you turn that handle, it's gonna automatically engage. The other great feature is that you'll see the rotor design. This is our CFR, or cyclonic flow rotor. Everything's corrosion resistant materials. And then you also feature a rigid metal handle. So for saltwater applications, this thing's gonna be super, super durable. One of the best parts about this reel, although we just gave it a nice cosmetic update, we've upgraded a lot of features, is that it starts at $79.99 for a 500 size. If you want to find out more on the Promar Ahi bait feeder series, check it out on okumafishingusa.com.
And gang, I had a lot to do with that reel, because the real cool thing about Okuma and John Bretza, and you've seen him on my podcast several times, is that John and the guys over at Okuma actually listen to what we say. And I've been a bait feeder guy for a very, very long time. When I was running charters and everything, I had to have them. I gave Justin a handful of them. There's one of the most important things in a charter boat operation because they make fishing so much easier with that bait feeder option on that reel. A lot of the handles and stuff like that on the very beginning series could not handle the mind-boggling amount of fish that we would catch. Each reel would catch about 100 fish a day, so they couldn't stand up. So this new handle and everything that they got going on is just a phenomenal upgrade. There they are. There's the bait feeder series that I gave Justin. Those are a must-have on the boat. They just change everything, right? You can tell when your clients are getting bit, huh, Justin?
I'll tell you what. So this rod and reel right here is the number one choice for everyone that comes on my boat. Everyone loves this thing. It has crazy, like, phenomenal action. Everyone likes when their rod's bent, not like a broom pole where it's just stiff. It bends over, doesn't break, and it has that bait feeder switch on the back. You can click it and your bait will run and you'll know when you get bit instead of having to guess, oh, am I bit? Am I not bit? It's like a cheating stick, a cheating reel, right? Because it goes, and once it does that, everyone loves that sound. Everyone loves the reel screaming. Once it does that, all you do is you reel. Pull the rod tip up and reel. That's all you have to do. It's super easy. Yeah, literally everyone that comes on my boat always goes to grab this rod and reel.
Yeah.
Really, really freaking cool. And also another thing, if you look right here, everyone see right here? That is full of braid all the way to the top. There's all braid on there. Just fill up your reels all the way with braid. We have on this one, I have about a 18-inch leader on here. I just got to take it off. I just haven't been able to do that yet. I'm trying to do the lobster stuff. But you want another really good tip is you want to take your leaders off every time after you're done fishing and retie one on again when you go fishing again, because you want everything fresh. You don't want that one fish that bites your hook, which is a fish of a lifetime, a 30, 40-pound halibut or a 20 to 30-pound yellowtail biting your line. And because you didn't tie on a new leader every time, your leader is now frayed, or your knot has already been cinched down so much and sat there for a while, it keeps memory and it breaks off. So you want to make sure you tie a new one on every single time you go out fishing, okay? And if you feel any frays inside of your line, change it. Change it, change it, change it. So.
Yeah, don't be lazy. Hey, I just threw the QR code up there if you want to go over there to Okuma and check out all these products we're talking about. And Mike Lewis is on here, Ron. He just said hi.
What's up, Mike Lewis?
We were all up in Alaska together with Mike and his wife, Jamie, and Kelly Girl and Ron and I. We had the time of our life. That was just the most incredible vacation I've ever been on. And then hanging out with you guys was just absolutely insane. It's just so much fun. But one thing I want to tell everybody is I'm at a level of tired that I haven't felt since I ran charter boats. I am so flipping tired right now. And I just made Ronald attest to it. He sat there with me. I just made 30 product videos that you're going to see coming out on the Promar website in 2 hours. I made 30 product videos and 90% of them were one take. It was pretty fun. I had a really good time, but now I really am tired and now I really can't hardly talk anymore. But I wanted to make sure that I did this podcast with you because Ron and I, Mike Lewis, several, Dan and Kim, Jeanette, Dave, Tim Ogilvy, Justin, Pablo, Al, just so many people. And if I left your names out, I apologize from the bottom of my heart, but you guys have all become very close friends of mine because of this silly website that I built. I knew Justin when he was a kid. He used to fish with me, but I didn't have contact with him in 30 years. He shows up on the website, becomes one of my buddies, becomes one of my really close personal friends, ends up getting a charter boat and doing all that. Then Ron, spiritual connection like you can't even comprehend. Cubby, you're watching right now. Ron could see right through my crap. And he was like, you're in the program. I can tell by the way you talk. I'm like, yeah, you are? Yeah. Bam, we're buddies. Mike Lewis, you tell me stories about how you were stuck in that bed and how my podcast kept you going and kept you going in the right direction. Jeanette, you tell me all the time. When I hear you guys' stories, it just makes me want to cry, because all I'm doing is just being authentic and real and being the best Dave Hansen I can be. And now, because of my silly little website, I have some really, really good friends in my life today that I don't know why, but you guys want to hang out with me. It's really strange.
We still, hey Dave, we still need to do that. Your Saltwater Guide members, like not meeting, but get together.
Oh, we are. We're doing it at Todd's office. I've just been so damn busy. And I want to tell you guys, Ron and I are leaving on another vacation in 10 days. We're going to Adolfo's Lopez Mateos for 2 weeks with a bunch of members. We have 3 spots available for that. If you want to join us in Mexico in the world famous Magdalena Bay, we're going to be in Adolfo's Lopez Mateos fishing for everything. I'm going to be the guy, the inshore guy, just like I was up there in Alaska, fishing the rivers and the creeks and the streams. I'm going to stay in the mangroves fishing with whoever wants to fish with me every day. And then Larry's going to be taking the guys out on the bonga out into the ocean to catch marlin and dorado and tuna and groupers and all that stuff that lives in the ocean. So you got all kinds of different things happening. If you want to join us in Adolfo's Lopez Mateos, you can simply give me a call or give Larry Hansen a call. And tomorrow's show will be all about Pacific Sport Fishing Alliance and how you can get on that trip with us. But you can call me personally. I'll get you in there with us. But Ron, are you looking forward to that?
I can't wait. It's going to be awesome.
It's a magical place. If I only had one place left on the planet to fish, that would be the place. Although I never been to Alaska before, and now I want to go back to Alaska. And I had a guy call me yesterday who owns a lodge up there that wants me and Kelly to come to his lodge up there. But I don't think Kelly wants to go back up there. So I might have to take my new date, Ron, with me.
Yeah. No resistance.
Yeah. But we're doing our best. We're having our best life. We're doing everything we can. Stay as positive as you can, gang, is the key. And just be kind to everybody. I don't know why that's so hard. I've been up here in California now for a few days, and I'm just blown away at the unkindness that's going on up here right now. It's just the weirdest experience I've ever seen. It's not that hard to be kind. Just be kind to each other, gang. Everybody needs someone to be kind to them right now. It's a weird time to be alive in America, for sure. So be safe out there. I don't want anybody to get hurt. Be very safe. In the next month and a half, things are going to get extremely real here in the United States of America. So try to be as safe and kind as you possibly can, because there's a lot of really, really bad people lurking around right now. Be careful. Be very, very careful. I'm glad we got people like Matt and Mike in our corner, sticking up for us and doing the cool things that they need to do.
They need to implement the Gustavus wave mandate around these parts. When you go to Gustavus, Alaska, you absolutely have to wave. It's not even a thing. When you cross paths with somebody driving or they're walking, you have to wave. It's mandatory. A wave and a smile. We should try that.
Yeah. Everybody waves. It's the craziest thing you've ever seen. Me and Ron and Mike and Jay, we were all getting a kick out. We were all trying to be the first person that would wave at everybody when they drove by or walked by. It's crazy, Justin. If you came there, you just go, wow.
I actually, if you get out of California, they do it in other states. California, New York, they don't wave at you. They just flip you off, try to run you over, or they shoot you. One of the two, right? So I went out there.
Something, Justin, you went.
Are you there? Can you hear me?
Got it. Yeah, I hear. Do you hear me?
Okay, but yeah, if you go out of California, they're like that. You go to Arizona, they'll wave at you. You go to New Mexico, Utah, parts of Nevada. You drive down the road and people wave at you. You go to Texas, people wave at you. You go back to California, you get flipped off or shot. One of the two. It's just what happens. I don't know. It's kind of weird out here. Everyone's pissed. On that note, though, you know what's exciting? This weekend, it's lobster opener, the 27th. So that being said, what's the number one thing to bring out lobster fishing, especially the first month? A great attitude, because it's going to be absolutely chaos out there. I can't emphasize it enough. It's going to be so crazy. It's going to be like, what's your example of it being? It's going to be like the Jaws movie.
The movie Jaws, those of you that are old
Yeah.
enough to remember that, it's going to be mayhem. And then you can blame most of that on Justin and I because of what we did last year with the live shows. Promar, I'm in here at Promar right now, even though this is Okuma Wednesday. I'm up here at Promar right now making some videos before I fly home tomorrow. And Ron was blown away. We went through the warehouse. It is humming here. Everybody, they can't ship the lobster gear out fast enough, Justin, because of you. You destroyed
That's cool.
it. Everybody wants to lobster fish. They got going fast and furious. Ron was blown away. There's got to be probably 10,000 hoop nets out there in the warehouse.
It's crazy.
All the other gear. Crazy.
That is really good. More people need to get out and enjoy the outdoors. They really do. They need to stop being tuckered up inside and scared of all this stuff going around, and just get outside and go and enjoy the outdoors. Enjoy what California or wherever you live has to offer you. If it's lobster season, get out and go lobster hoop netting. I promise you, it's a family ordeal. You're going to pull up stuff you've never even seen before. So just get out there, enjoy it. Just be kind to each other out there, please. Be respectful. You don't have to sit on top of everyone. If someone's already on your spot, go to a different one of your spots, because there may not be anybody there. So just go around. Don't put your stuff on top of each other. Have fun. If you're bringing kids, your kids come first. Let them pull the nets up. Some people have those wheels that pull up the automatic winders. For me, I will not put that on my boat. It's not allowed on my boat, because you need to enjoy the experience while you're out there. If you pull it up, you pulled up all that cool stuff that just was inside the net. When your kids are there, let them pull it up. You don't need to yell at them or anything else about pull faster, or pull slower, or pull this. Just let them pull it up the best they can. If you don't get something, you don't get something. Oh, well, try it again. Eventually, you're going to get something. Eventually, your kids are going to pull stuff up. They're going to see what's in there, and then you just got them addicted. You don't need to stay out until midnight. If you're going to bring your kids, I would say 9:30, 10 o'clock max, and go home. The lobsters are crawling all crazy at 10:30. Well, good. Just go home. You can get them the next day or the next time you go out. That way your kids are addicted. Just like when Dave says when you go out fishing, leave and you bring your kids. Leave when the fish are biting. Don't leave when the fish stop biting. Leave when they're biting. So while you're out there hoop netting, give yourself a time. Your kids get to stay out late because my kids go to bed at 7:30, 8 o'clock. They get to stay out until 10. They're already excited. Now they get to pull up something cool in the net: eels, stingrays, bat rays, sharks, octopus. Don't let Dave around the octopus. He'll eat them. And you pull up starfish, sea urchins, all kinds of cool stuff that's under the water is going to end up in your net. Lobsters. All that stuff, when you pull it up, your kids are going to be so fanatic about it, you're not going to know what to do. So just be nice to everyone. Your kids come first. Let them pull the nets. Don't go deep water, especially if you bring your kids. None of my ropes are past 45 feet. So I won't go past there. That's just me, just what I do. If you bring your kids, stay within that 25-foot range or shallower, or 30 feet max. 30 feet max, that's it. That's all you have to go. You don't need them to pull up 40 or 50 or 60 or 100 feet of rope. That's ridiculous.
Right? Yeah. Ron and I were just having that conversation upstairs, Justin. We were just talking about exactly what you're saying about the depth. Another thing, Tut and Larry are on here watching. They're getting ready to go fishing, but Justin, they said, don't forget about them. You need people to fill in. They want to go. They love being on your boat. They love hanging out with you. They want to go. This guy wants to go, but he's got to save his rubles because we're going down to Adolfo's Lopez Mateos. So Ron will be in it. Gang, there's no reason to worry about it. I didn't get out the first week. I promise you, the end of the season is way better than the beginning. The middle of the season is phenomenal too, because everybody's going to go the first couple of days, and then they're going to get burnt out because they're not catching anything, because they're not members of my website, and they're going to go home and suck their thumb, and they're not going to be out there. But this first week is going to be absolute mayhem. You better bring a backpack full of patience, because you're going to need it, because you're going to get bombed by everybody. If somebody sees you catching a lobster, get out, look out, they're all coming. But I got a couple of announcements. Ron and I were here making these videos today, and we got a real big announcement. Ambush the season. This is a brand new thing from Promar. They're going to be doing this all season long. For the 6 months of the season, they're going to be giving away $500 worth of product every month to one lucky person if you post a picture of a lobster in an ambush net and hashtag Promar 2024, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. 2020 Promar 2024. If you hashtag that, that enters you in to win the $500 gift certificate for products here at Promar, which they have everything you need to go fishing. So that's a great opportunity. And then the other thing, Brian and Ben and Steve and I agreed, but most of it was Ron, that we're going to, if you do that and you're wearing a Your Saltwater Guide shirt, they're going to bump it up another $50. So if you have my shirt on and you do the same exact thing, take a picture of the lobster in the Promar hoop net and send it on your Instagram, not Promar's, your Instagram, post it on your Instagram. Hashtag Promar 2024. You're going to win. They're going to pick the names out of a hat once a month, and we're going to post it on my social media and theirs. And you're going to have an opportunity to win $500 worth of products and then another $50 worth of products if you're wearing my shirt. Then last year we did this. If you're fishing with Justin, Pablo, or Al, and you catch the biggest lobster of the season and you're wearing my shirt, we're going to give away $1,000 worth of product from Promar, Okuma, Deckhand Sports, and they're all going to be, and AFTCO are all going to be in on this. And together, combination, there'll be $1,000 given away at the end of the season. Last year, I gave $1,000 of my cash out of my pocket, which was great. Don't get me wrong. We did it, and we had a great time, and the guy caught it on Justin's boat, a 13-pound lobster. This year, all the sponsors want to be involved in it. They all want to be a part of it. So we're going to break it down. We'll split up the product. You'll get some clothes from AFTCO. You'll get some product from Promar. You'll get some product from Okuma. But it'll come out to be $1,000. But you must be on one of the 3 guide boats, Justin, Pablo, or Al, and you must be wearing your Saltwater Guide. It could be your Saltwater Guide hat, sweatshirt, jacket. Or you can even have a pair of my underwear on if you do it. Take a picture of the underwear on, standing there with your ambush hoop net with your lobster in it. And we'll talk about that day in and day out for a long time. This is going to be the whole season. I mean, last year, Anthony had it till the last week, and then it was taken away from him by that 13-pounder.
Yeah.
So, guys, anybody else that wants to ask us any questions about hoop net and lobster season, what's going on, where the fish are biting at, you can ask us a question right now. You got Justin, Ron, and I sitting here. One thing I wanted to bring Ron on the show for, though, Captain Al Clowers down in San Diego. He owns San Diego Bay. There's no one on the planet that knows more about San Diego Bay than Captain Al Clowers. Tim, that's where he works out of, but he also fishes those Coronados like nobody else. He's a phenomenal human being, a great fisherman. He's been doing it for 40 years down there at a super high level. He's got a beautiful Riviera he'd take you out on, or he'll go with you on your boat, Tim. All 3 of my guys are licensed guides. They'll go with you on your boat, or you can go with them on their boat. But Ron, you and I were talking about this up there in Alaska. We were cruising around, just having fun on the back deck, and we were talking about how quickly the curve was taken out of this fishing thing for you.
Oh, unbelievable. I fished when I was a kid. I mean, I think that's anybody who fishes, probably that's their story. But I fished when I was a kid, and then I had a minor detour, which all worked out good in the long run. But yeah, me and my business partner, we just started fishing a few years ago, and we were going out like, I mean, I wasn't 100% clueless, but I was like 98% clueless. And then I saw one video of Dave as I was, looking around YouTube or whatever I was doing, and the thing that he said was, if you don't want to suck at fishing anymore, check out my website. And so I did that, and then he had his number. I'm like, this would be the first guy that owns a website that picks up the phone. I mean, all the stuff that he talks about is true. I called, he picked the phone right up, and in the last 3 years, I probably crammed as much experience as, this Dave and Justin. And I talked to Sonny quite a bit early on, and been out with Pablo, and I've seen Al's videos and stuff. And I mean, it's like getting a 50-year fishing education in a year, or whatever amount of time you're willing to put in. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. I don't know if you're watching this and you're not a member of the website, and you got a boat, or you like to fish from the shore or the rocks or whatever, man, just do it. Just do it. It's a life, not even a game changer. It's like a life changer, And me and my business partner, we fish a lot together. We have a little boat, and it's absolutely changed our experience, So yeah, I'm forever grateful for this, because historically, I don't think that fishermen share their stuff, but here we are, and you can just call Justin or Dave or whoever, and they don't even hesitate. They're like, here's what you got to do, and then if you follow the instructions, you have an amazing day or an amazing week or an amazing year, quite frankly. So that's what I got.
Thank you. No, and that's unrehearsed, and I didn't pay him to say any of that. He absolutely sharing from his heart. It's our community and our website. We create bonds and friendships that you can't even imagine. I know there's other websites out there, and you can go become a member of any one of those websites. It won't hurt my feelings, but I'll guarantee you're not going to get the personal touch. You're not going to get the community. You're not going to get all the things you get at your saltwater guide. So check it out, gang. Do yourself a favor. And then Robert and everybody else that's asking about how to get the clothes, there it is. I put the QR code up there. Those of you that are driving around in your cars, all you got to do is go to my official Your Saltwater Guide merchandise store, and you can pick up. I think we have over 200 SKUs in there of products for Your Saltwater Guide. You can check it all out. We got everything you could possibly imagine: underwear, socks, hats, sweatshirts, beanies, jackets. I don't know, underwear, toilet paper. We got everything. Everything Your Saltwater Guide-ish is out there. And then Robert, you're in Las Vegas, so you got to think it's a 4.5-hour drive to Long Beach, and it's a 5-hour drive to San Diego. We have guys in San Diego that would love to take you. We have Justin up in Long Beach that would love to take you. What you can do is you can give Justin a call. Justin, give him your number, Robert. You want to call him on his phone.
It's 951-703-9442.
And just give Justin a call. He may have a place for you to lay down and get a couple minutes of sleep before you have to drive back to Vegas. I don't think he would be pissed if you slept on the boat, because if you come all the way from Vegas, you leave in the morning, get down there, go hoop netting with Justin, spend the night on his boat, and drive back home. That'd be a great way to do it, with a ice chest full of lobsters, taking them back to your house in beautiful Las Vegas. I think your family would love that. Oh, and another thing, gang, none of you are aware of this, but I am, because I work very closely with the commercial lobster fishermen too. You're going to fall out of your chair when I tell you what a California spiny lobster is going to go for off the boat. You're not going to see this price. This is the price they're selling for right now. $42 a pound for the commercial guy off the boat. That means when it gets to you as the consumer, it's going to be $80 a pound this year. Because why? China wants every one of them. And they are standing on the day, opening day next Tuesday will be the day that guys pull their gear. The Chinese buyers are going to be standing at every dock paying that much for the California spiny lobster. It's the most sought after lobster in the world. I know you guys on the East Coast think your ones with the claws are the get all, go all. Go find somebody that will pay $49 or $42 a pound for yours off your boat and give me a call, because it's not going to happen. The Pacific or the California spiny lobster is the most expensive lobster in the world. Now yours might be the best, but I don't know. I'll take the $42 instead. I know a penny is really cool. They're shiny and they're copper, but I'd rather have $1 myself. But that's an argument for a different time at a different place. Yeah, those Australian lobster tails, they go for like $1.25 a pound. They're really good. You find them in every grocery store, freezer burned to hell. Yep, they're really, really spectacular. They don't want those. Ours are the very best. They're the sweetest. They're the best. China knows. China knows seafood, baby, and they want our lobsters. It's the biggest number ever. No lobster fisherman can even comprehend what they're getting for lobsters this year.
I wanted to add something also for this lobster season. So if you come out on my boat, and this goes to one person, and you catch the biggest lobster on my boat, whether you win or not, but you're pretty sure whoever catches it on my boat is gonna win the thing. But if you catch the biggest one by the end of the year on my boat and we're alive, I'm gonna give you one free pass to jump on a open party trip, either a half day or 3/4 day on my boat for next year, and a grab bag, which is going to be from the sponsors. You're going to get that. All you have to do is come on my boat, either open party or charter the whole boat. And if you catch the biggest lobster and we go live, we have to go live because some people don't want to go live. We have to go live. I'm going to give that to you. So that's all I'll put out there.
Wonderful. That's awesome. There's all kinds of things to win this year. Robert, here's the deal. You're allowed 7 lobsters. That is the limit in California, which I was having this discussion the other night because my buddy Bob Lorman that was fishing with me, he was a commercial lobster fisherman for a long time. We're allowed 7. The commercial lobster guy, you know how many he's allowed? 1 billion. He can have as many as he wants. We can only have 7 because why? Because we'll argue about anything. Sport fishermen, we just slit our own throats. We argue about anything. We never stand united. When they were taking the limits from us, we were sucking our thumbs, sitting in the corner going, nobody needs more than 7. Shut up. I've never had enough lobster. I can eat 7 lobsters in a seating. I can sit down and eat 7 lobsters by myself at one time. But you know what? We gave them our lobsters, and there's people right now on social media pushing for the 5 lobster limit, which is the most insane crap I've ever heard in my life. If you want to help close stuff, just keep doing the lame stuff you're doing. Like it says in the program.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Keep getting what you're getting.
Yeah.
It's real simple, gang. We all got to get united. They are coming. You will not believe the closures that are going to occur on January 1st, 2025. It'll make your head explode. But I can't really talk about them because they got me so shut down and bogged down, and it's just scary. You can't talk about anything real anymore on social media or you're going to get banned forever. So
I got a 3-page letter in the mail for rockfish next year, the new updates and all this other baloney stuff. It's absolutely crazy. They're literally trying to shut us down. They're going to. We can't do jack about it. It seems like, I don't know. It just pisses me off so bad. I wish I brought the papers with me today. 3 pages. It's from California Department of Fish and Wallabies, and NOAA. It's just crazy what they're trying to do to us. So
Right.
I don't know.
It's insane, but it is what it is. We'll do everything we can, but like Justin said, I don't know what we can possibly do, but we'll do whatever we possibly can, and we'll just talk about it. All we can do is just quietly talk about it. You guys can give me a phone call anytime you want if you want to know the truth about what's going on, because I learned something valuable this year. I make my living on social media, gang, and my website. I'm just being totally honest. And I can't afford to talk about the things that are happening anymore because I get this shadow ban put on me. And when the views go away, the sponsors go away. So I can't afford to talk about it anymore. I apologize from the bottom of my heart because I've never been muzzled. I've never been muzzled before. And this is not a good thing for Captain Dave, but it is affecting my income. So there won't be any more talking about it because they are watching us like a hawk. We don't have freedom of speech in the United States of America anymore, unfortunately. So I can't talk about it, but you can give me a call anytime you want on the telephone. I'll tell you the absolute truth. So check it all out, gang. And then the last thing we're going to leave you with is the War Heroes on Water is something that's going to happen again next year, season 8. We need your boats. We need you with boats. Anybody that has a boat that can handle a couple of vets, we need you to be involved. You can call me on the telephone. I'll set you up with Rod Halprin. Right now, last night was such an emotional night that everybody at War Heroes on Water is taking some time off to get through what just happened, because it was a very emotional night last night. Everybody's super tired. We'll keep doing what we're doing. Tomorrow's show will be kind of quick. I don't know if it'll be the whole hour because I got to leave at 1 o'clock for the airport. I'm flying back home to Cabo so I can get everything ready to go fish with Ron and Adolfo's Lopez Mateos, but we're definitely having a show tomorrow. I'm probably going to bring Captain Al Clowers on the show tomorrow to talk a little bit, share what he's doing, where he's going. He wants to hoop net down there in San Diego so bad because this year has been a very, very tough year for Captain Al Clowers. We need to rally around him. Like Cubby said, he needs some trips. He needs some help. He needs some love. There's nobody better to fish with in San Diego than him. So let's get to work. Let's get Al off the dock. Anybody that wants to go fishing with Justin, give him a call. Check out his whole operation at Bowline Sport Fishing. You can check out his boat, check out everything. And then Saturday night, you'll see him hoop netting live, which is we're all waiting for that. Here we go. Staying up all night.
And also, everyone, in October, I think it's October 12th. I'll have to double check, but I'm doing a seminar in somewhere. It's on my phone. Oh, I think it's in Orange County, but I'm going to do a seminar at the Turners. So I'll post it all over the place. Make sure you come by, say hi. There's only 30 seats available, so they may be already gone. It's free to go, so you got to do the reservation for 30 seats. And yeah, come on by. I'm going to teach you everything to know about lobster fishing.
And there's Captain Al Clowers just popped up. He's going to definitely be with us tomorrow on the show live. So Captain Al will be here to answer all your questions if you want to know anything about what's going on in San Diego. And then Justin, Al, Pablo, Sonny, I need those game plans early tomorrow morning because I'm going to be on an airplane at 3 o'clock in the afternoon flying back to Cabo, and I won't have time to post them. The game plans will go up early tomorrow, gang. You'll get your game plans early tomorrow. And whatever we got is what we got. Yeah, here we go. Let me show that real quick. That's great. Thank you for saying that, Robert. Let me show you, gang. You guys want to get some info on War Heroes on Water? You want to be a part of it this year? This is your QR code. This is how you're going to get it. Everybody, scan that QR code. Even if you eat your own boogers, scan that QR code right now. No one scanned it yet. I can see if you scan it or not. We got 34 people watching live right now. 34 people should scan that. You live in the greatest country in the world because of what these war heroes have done for you. So scan that QR code. Get involved, gang. Get involved. If it's volunteer, if it's donating $1, if it's donating your boat, your yacht, whatever. Get involved, get involved, get involved. Look at that. Nobody. Down. Oh,
Boom.
thank you, Robert. Thank you. Robert downloaded the QR code. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching our show today. I hope you enjoyed it. Justin, thank you for being a part of the show. Ron, I really appreciate everything you do. He's my Uber driver today, so we're going to take off and go have lunch with the Promar guys. There are 2 people have downloaded the QR code. 2 people, 3, 4. All right, everybody's waking up. Thank you, everybody. Grab the QR code. Go see what it's all about. Go see the stories. Go talk to the war heroes. It's incredible.
I want to go to lunch with you guys. Where are you going?
Where are you?
At the boat.
You're in Long Beach. We're not having lunch at dinner time, bro. We're having lunch now. All right,
I'm 10
everybody.
minutes from you.
Thank you, Ron. Thank you, everybody, for watching today. Have a great day. Be
See you,
kind to each
Justin.
other. Turn off the news. They're all lying.
See
and
ya.
I'll see you soon.